Hello everyone, welcome back to Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders. Last time we've examined a crime scene. Now let's continue the story. Look, it's Chief Inspector Jebb.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clarke. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Yes, this time the victim was a man. Let's look into our note first. Let's talk to the family.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
Why the voice actor for Franklin Clarke are the same for Hastings? Too bad.
There is something very viril about him.
Well-fastened necktie, broad shoulders, tan complexion.
Franklin Clarke is an adventurer, the sort of man that women like.
Let's take a look at this woman.
There is something elegant about her.
Old brooch, understated makeup, well-tailored and
She
very
has good
classical
taste.
style blouse.
Except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Her taste for jewelry, eh?
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clarke.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
What? But I must talk to everybody.
I insist, Mr. Clarke. Please allow me to remind you that this is a murder inquiry.
Unfortunately, she is much too ill. She doesn't even know her husband is dead. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
The victim's wife haven't told about the death?
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clarke.
Oh, Lady Clarke must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Gray get her up.
How did he know that a lady is falling?
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
Let us examine this room, Hastings.
A tiger. A dragon. A turtle. A crane? Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme. It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
It's all animal. Chinese patterns, maybe? What are the meaning of these drawings? Well, maybe it's better to take a note with this.
Comside's private collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clarke's collection.
Wow, the victim had the catalogue for all his collection. So there must be many of them. Let's take a look elsewhere. Get ready, folks. What else? A puzzle.
Turtle, the dragon, the crane and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Let me remember the position.
The position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
What? The color also? Where can I find this clue?
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
Oh, I get it. Thanks, book. I should look at the book first, then the puzzle. Let me reposition this again. Tricky, eh?
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table. I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Yeah, I've solved it.
This is interesting. These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Just ceremonial dagger? Okay. Let's see, what paper is this?
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clarke, MD, Comside Churston, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clarke, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clarke's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan.
Poor woman, a cancer. You had just a year left.
Here's Miss Grey.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clarke's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
Let's examine Miss Grey.
She appears to be very flustered.
Bright eyes. Quick breath. Partially removed lipstick.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangxi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colours.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
He treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
What were you doing yesterday evening at the time of the murder?
I was sleeping. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clarke speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
Very calm answer.
Am I right thinking that something is going on between you and Franklin?
How dare you ask me such a question?
Uh-oh, sis mad.
Mademoiselle, it is difficult to hide things from me. He kissed you earlier, did he not?
My goodness, with Sir Carmichael's death, I was feeling so awful, so worried. I was unable to resist.
I am not judging you, mademoiselle.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clarke kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
It's Reconstruction Time.
Sir Clarke is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
Wait.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Wait.
He then passes the bush and continues on his way to the house.
No, Sir Clarke used to gaze at the sea. Let her think again.
Oops, wrong choice. Admire.
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
Attack from left.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the left-hand side. He walks over the gravel on the path. The noise alerts Sir Clarke, who turns around.
No, Sir Clarke was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let her think again, mon cher.
Oh, wrong again. Sorry, folks. Attack from the right.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass.
Cut throat.
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat.
Wow, just one move and the victim
He
falls.
then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
No. The ABC not in that position. It was open. Okay, that's it for today, folks. Inshallah, we will continue the story next week. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.